Welcome to Puvanur RBIR Laya Academy of Music and Mathematics. Welcome to Puvanur RBIR Laya Academy of Music and Mathematics. We are dealing with Kanda, Jathi, Triputa, Thalam. We have seen all the 11 sequences, the perspectives of how to play in Kanda, Jathi, Triputa, Thalam. Today, I am going to start off with the traditional reduction, which is called Kuraipu. Then I will teach you how to play Forons for this Thala, and then I will teach you the Mora and Korvai. So with that, I will be concluding Kanda, Jathi, Triputa, Thalam in this class. Before I start this class, I will start with the Tirukkural. Marundahi tappa marattu attral selvam perunthagayan kanpadin. Let's look at the meaning of it. பெருந்தன்மை உடையவனிடம் செல்வம் உண்டாகுமானால் அது தன் எல்லா உறுப்புகளும் மருந்தாக பயன்படும் மரத்தை போன்றது. What a great comparison Thiruvalur makes with a person who is bestowed with good wealth and who also has good virtues. He compares to the tree, which every part of the tree is useful by some means as herbs for curing the ailments. He compares the person, whoever is bestowed with wealth, who does good things using those wealth, is compared to a tree where every part of the tree is useful by some ways. What a great comparison. So with this good thought, we will enter into the class. We had seen all the sequences. Hope you had understood it. I have given you the perspectives of doing it a little differently. I have also taught you all those things. Today we will go with the traditional reduction. As I told you, whenever you go for a traditional reduction, it's important that you are letting know that you are finished showcasing the talent, and then you are entering into a place where you are landing and you are going to launch the crescendo part of the Thala. So that's where you are reaching. You have reached, in fact. So I'll teach you how to go about it, and then go with the Forons and the cracking phrases, sizzling phrases, and then finish off with the Mora and Korvai. Let's slice as 5 and 4 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 the first part, and with this the remaining 4 part is Adi Thalam, something like Adi Thalam. We will adapt linking Kanda Chap reduction and Adi Thalam reduction as a combination. Din, takita din, takita din, takita din, tha. So how it's combined is dhing first. Takita dim, takita dim, takita dim, tha. So first is 3. Takita dim is 3 plus 2. Takita din is 3 plus 2. Takita din tha is 3 plus 4. So 3, 3 plus 2, 3 plus 2, 3 plus 4. Altogether it is 20. Ding, takita din, takita din, takita din tha. Net, we are playing a 3 in the front, the 7 in the back, in between there are 2 5s. So 3 plus 7, the outer join is 10, the inner join is 5 plus 5, which is a 10. That's how it's nicely coined. The second part, din, takita din, takita din, takita din. So again, for the 16, the breakup here for the second part is ding is 3, takita din is 10, and last is takita. So the outer join is 6, the inner join is 10, which makes it 16. So it's a combination of 20 plus 16, 36. As it's 9-beat cycle, when you divide by 9, it's 4. Or if you divide by 4, alternatively you get the 9 beats. 36 by 4 is 9 beats. 36 by 9 is 4 syllabled per beat. Either way the math works correctly. So let's look at it holistically. Dhin, takita din, takita din, takita din, din, takita din, takita din, takita din. This is the first paragraph. You can also do din, takita din, takita din, takita takadina din, takita din, takita takadina din. This is the second paragraph. Instead of dimtha, you substitute takadina. Takita dimtha is equal to takita takadina. That's the substitution you are making. So, with this idea, let me play the first two paragraphs. That's how you have to play the first paragraph. The second paragraph, I am going to substitute dhimtha with takadina. That's the second paragraph. Now the next step, what we're going to do, substitute in place of takita, tom kidadaga. Dhin, tom kidadaga dhin, tom kidadaga dhin, tom kidadaga tarikadaga dhin, tom kidadaga dhin, tom kidadaga dhin, tom kidadaga dhin. That's the second paragraph. Another variety of playing the second paragraph is changing the last part, which is for the 4 beat. You can play like this. Din, takita din, takita takadina. That is the vanilla. Din, tankata din, tankata tarikata din, tankata din, tankata tarikata. Again I'll repeat. Din, tankata din, tankata tarikata. That is the change of the second part. So let me play the full phrase now. That's the next step. Now substitute for tom kidataga with tarikataga. Dim, tarikataga dim, tarikataga dim, tarikataga dim, that dim, tarikataga dim, tarikataga dim, tarikataga dim, tarikataga dim, tarikataga dim, tarikataga dim, that dim, tarikataga dim, tarikataga dim, tarikataga dim. That's the next paragraph. The subsequent paragraph would be changing the last part to ding, tarikataga dim, tarikataga tarikataga. You change that second part. I will tell, I will express this, that also. Ding, tarikataga dim, tarikataga dim, tarikataga tarikataga dim, tarikataga dim, tarikataga tarikataga dim, tarikataga dim, tarikataga dim, tarikataga tarikataga dim, tarikataga dim, tarikataga tarikataga. Let me play and show you. These are two forms using tarikataka. Now you know the reduction. This is the vanilla part of doing a reduction. As it's a very rare thala, unlike Adi Thalam, Rupaka Thalam, Misra Chapu, Kanda Chapu, this is enough for you for now to learn the reduction part of it. As I told you, you can do it with a Ganjira or Gadam or any co-artist. You can do a dialogue mode. Once when you get into the dialogue mode, there are many different varieties you can do. As I told you, the slice can be, I took as 5 and 4. You can take slices of only 3, 3, 3, 3 and then use your reduction. You can take a slice of 7 and 2, do the reduction. Take it for Misra Chapa and then the last part is a face. Like that you can do. Now let's get into the Foron's part of it. Foron's part of it, you divide it as 5 and a 4, I'll teach you. Tom So the slice of is a 2.5 beat phrase. Twice is 5 beats. Is a 4 beat phrase. So you can use that to reduce. That's how it's combination. So we can try that. Instead of tom you substitute This is the second paragraph which you can play. That is the second paragraph. The next paragraph, what you can improvise. Is again 2.5 beats. 2.5 beats. You can play either of these patterns. This concludes your Foron's part of it, the vanilla version. There are, of course, you can do. I can give you a few examples of what you can do. You can do combination of 3-3-3-3. This is how it's split. But you can use for each of these 3 beats different phrases. All these are possible. I want you to explore the vanilla part first, clearly, and then you can use your creativity later to showcase the Forons in many different dimensions. We will have a workshop of what are all the best possible ways we can do the Forons. You can use any of these phrases, interluding nested phrases, and put it into the Forons. I'll teach you all those at later in my advanced classes. For now, this is good enough. So what all we saw? We saw the traditional Kuraipu, the different varieties, takita dhin, ta, how it's combined for the first 20, how it's combined for the last 16, for the 36 syllable phrase. The next is I taught you the Foron's part of it. Now I'm going to teach you the Mora in Kanda, Jathi, Triputa, Thalam. Now I will show you how to play this Mora. It's a very simple Mora in Kanda, Jathi, Triputa, Thalam. In Kanda, Jathi, Triputa, Thalam, very easily executable Mora. Now I am going to teach you the Korvai. Adhit dhum, gadagadum, talangadin datam, tat dhum, gadagadum, talangadin datam, dhum, gadagadum, talangadin datam, tadhi ketatata, tadhi ketatata, tadhi ketatata, dit dhum, gadagadum, talangadin datam, tat dhum, gadagadum, talangadin datam, dhum, gadagadum, talangadin datam, tadhi ketatata. Tadhi keta tadakita, tadhi keta tadhithum, ketagadum, tangadum datam, tatum, ketagadum, tangadum datam, tum, ketagadum, tangadum datam, tadhi keta tadakita, tadhi keta tadakita, tadhi keta tadha. Very easy Korvai. A sequence. Korvai is nothing but a sequence. Typically, my suggestion with my experience, whenever you play Mora Korvai at the end, it should be as simple as possible. It should not be complicated. The reason is very obvious. Because it's a crescendo, it's a teamwork. All of you are on stage are going to play together after this. So a violinist, mridangist, a vocalist and a co-artist, everybody when they have to sync back, the easy one can easily take them and get to that foundation very well. If alternatively, if you take a very complicated Korvai, if the person singing is unable to take the song, it becomes so very, it's undesirable state because it doesn't fit well. So even if you have sung completely better the entire song, the final crescendo you have failed. So you have to ensure for that to be a success, it should be as simple, but it should be beautiful. That's how you should play. That's how you should choose. And also it's better that you also share that with the singer and the violinist before so that they all understand what you are doing and they all take and when they all take and they play that sound when it reaches the audience, they give the applause as an acknowledgement of your beautiful teamwork. That's very important. So let me play and show you. Like that, you should play the Korvai. Typically after the Korvai, the singer takes the song and then you should also finish with a small tirumana. When you have reached the landing, tatakadinna takadimita kajunnu takadimita tatakadimita tatakadimita. As it taught you the different Mora for a 7. If you are in a 9-beat cycle, you can play 8-beat, 7, 6, 5, 4. Up to that you can play any one of those because you should be familiar wherever you are getting the landing mark position, you should be able to play the Mora. So assuming the singer is here, then you should try to start here. If the singer is here leaving it, then you should start here. Now you should know where to start and then very quickly you can finish the Mora. That should be your expertise. Having learnt this reduction, Foron's Mora Korvai, I want to take it as one single piece of how you got to execute it towards the end so that you can at least reach this level. to play continuously the vanilla part. There are many ways you can do complex Korvais, complex Forons, complex reductions, it's all possible, but at least you get to the state. You can be a little slower on your speed, but I want you to get to the speed at least, because this is the bare minimum where you can showcase your talent. So it's an acceptable one which can qualify you as an able player. So today we had completed the traditional Kuraipu, the Forons vanilla I had shown you, the simple Forons how you have to play. I've taught you a very simple Mora. I also taught you a very simple Korvai. I've also explained you how Forons can be played in different dimensions. That will be later part of the classes you will come to know. We will have workshops on that. But I also told you what you need to choose for the last Korvai when you have to play, because it's a landing place. So all these you have it in mind, and I'm very happy that you have completed one more Thala in the level 3 of 35 Thala cycle, and in the next class I will do a recap, a revision and review of this whole Kanda, Jathi, Triputa, Thalam. We will see what all we saw. We will do a navigation map, and then I'll get into the next Thala in this 35 Thala series. I'll end this class with a Thirukural, and I'll see you in the next class with a review and the revision. Idanil Parvattum Uppuravitru Ulkar Kadannari Kaatchiyavar தாம் செய்த தக்கவற்ற நன்கு அறிந்த அறிவுடையோர் தம் செல்வம் இல்லாத காலத்தும் பிறர்க்கு உதவி செய்வதற்கு மனம் தளர மாட்டார். What does it say? தாம் செய்ய தக்கவற்றை. See, whatever a person wants to help, he not only helps when he is well off, he helps even when he is at poverty, because his mind is such, he wants to help all the time. So it's just not the money power what you have, it's the mind power what you have. And that is the reflection of a personality. That's what Thirukural beautifully compares. So with this good thought, let's have all these noble thoughts in our life. The reason why we are sharing so much of values, not only in the art, in the learning of art, but also the values within it, so that the art flourishes. With this, I'm signing off today. I will see you in the next class with a revision and review of Kanda, Jathi, Triputa, Thala. Pranams, Ponu, RVAS signing off.